So, hello guys, I want to show you some tips and tricks for CUBASE in this one. I got a request from a few subscribers to do this about key commands and in general I think how I have my CUBASE installed. So, it's hard to think about all this stuff because I did this like years ago, but I think I thought about the most important one. This, the one I showed you, is a really important one, that the playback, that you, if you want to work on this loop, let's say this loop here, and you want to start on this point all the time and you want to hear it all the time again, and it's really annoying if you have to bring this cursor all the time back here in the beginning yourself. So you can install this in CUBASE that if you press space stop, that you go automatically back to the point where you started, to the start of your loop. So I'll show you how you do this. You go to File, Preferences, and then you see all this whole list, and then you go to Transport, and then you put this one on Return to Start Position on Stop. So, and that's one of the most important things, I think, because it's really handy, if you want to work fast and on one loop all the time. So then key commands, there are some really, you have to think about, you can link in CUBASE everything to every knob yourself. So it's not that you have to use the key commands that are set by CUBASE. So you can find that this is one of the cool features in CUBASE. I don't know how it is enabled, but you can find like some stuff you like, editing stuff you like a lot. You can find it in the key command center, and then you can link your own key to this. So what I have linked, a few important stuff is, let's say I have, let's make a loop really fast, like this one. Let's make it like this. Okay. So now you want this loop as one, this cut that you made as one sample. So then in CUBASE you can select it. And then I press B, for me it's B because I installed it like this, it means bounce. B, enter, and then you have the whole fucking sample, and that's like amazing, and like this you can edit so fast, if you have stuff like this installed, that the key commands, them, and now I have one sample. I can make a fade in like this, and this is amazing, the one. Then one other really nice feature is the render in place. So this works for MIDI and for audio also. So if you make editing on your audio and then on your channel some effects and stuff. Wait, I'll show you an example. That's maybe better. So like here I have this audio. So I don't know what I'm doing. Ah, it's here, okay. So it's with the filter, automation and everything. Also, and you want, let's say you want this as like rendered, like if you would export it through exporting and then only select this channel, but you don't want to do that, but then you have to close CUBASE and get it in again and stuff like this. So you can also select it, bounce it, and then for me it's I press Epsilon. Epsilon, then this one comes render in place, render, and there you go. You have this whole thing with all the effects, so also with the fade in and everything. So you can imagine how fast it goes, when I make melodies also, like I make a nice melody all the time, and then you select all the when it's finished with filters and all the automations, because I don't like to work with MIDI a lot. You know, I leave the MIDI in there like with muted, because it takes a lot of CPU, and also media is always like a risk. You know, if you leave everything in media, it can be the day can come, you open your Cubase or your Ableton or any DAW again, and it sounds totally different than the day before, and that's not what you want. You know, like one little thing was adjusted or something. So I render always everything, and then you just select all the MIDI. Wait, I tried to show you. Like, let's do it with the bass line. So you just select them. You make, let's say this is a melody. You make one big piano roll of this, or MIDI clip, or how you want to say it. And this is also with all the effects on there. So, and then also again, Y, render in place, and there you go. The whole bass line. Cubase automatically always mutes the MIDI or the original sample. And then yeah, this is the most amazing feature I think in the new Cubase. So now I'll show you guys how you can do this. So you go to File again, there is Key Commands, and then basically you gotta search, you know, like bounce. It's really easy to find. You just do bounce, and there's bounce selection. Then you add a key to this IFP. Here you can put in the key you want to add, then assign, and that's it. Render in place is not so easy to find. You have to really put render in place, not only render. And there you have it, render in place with current settings, really important. Otherwise it takes not the settings from the channel, so you don't have the effects. Some other cool stuff, of course, is reverse. I mean, how many times you want to reverse something, you know, just press one button and you can reverse it. And yeah, you can basically find everything. This is a personal aspect, I think. I just gave you some tips of what I did. I did a lot of other stuff also, like you can also put like an EQ, that you push one button and the EQ comes on this sample. That's the coolest feature in Cubase ever, you know. You have this sample, but you don't want to, you have other editings on this channel, so you don't want to change this editing, so you want only to change this sample. Then you to the control and right mouse, and then you can go to plugins, and you can basically put every plugin that you have installed only on this sample. That's like amazing. And you can basically, this is really hard to do, but you can basically add all the plugins to a hotkey also, that it comes to one sample. But this is hard to do, to be honest. But yeah, so that's are some tips and tricks from me. I think that's it, like the most important stuff. Yeah, I hope it helped, and if you have any questions, please let me know, because from Cubase there is unlimited stuff to tell about. It's hard to remember, like I said. I wrote some stuff down yesterday, but then I was thinking, like, man, it's like so many years ago I installed all this stuff, I don't know again. So I showed you now the stuff I use the most when I'm making music, which I really need, I think, because otherwise I wouldn't use it the most. So yeah, bye.